the trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite. Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville.
Welcome to Hanging Loose, a disc golf podcast, hosted by Shanked DG and Spicy Boy. Today's guest, Courtesy Violation.
It's weird that the Q Series was named Q Series, but I guess I've never seen Heinold and RFK in the same room. So definitely something to think about. Welcome to Hanging Loose Podcast.
Original. That's like back to our original January 6th reference. Yes. Welcome to Hanging Loose Podcast. I'm Shank DG, and with me as always is
Spicy Boy.
We're glad to have you. What episode is this? 46, 47?
Season 2, episode 3.
How many were in the first? 10?
10. Yep. And then next week will be season 3, episode 1.
So you mean lucky number 13 is brought to you by Great
Lakes Disc? Yeah, baby. Thank you.
They're
Papa.
actually sponsoring our giveaway today as well. They sent me we'll just get right on with it. So y'all get in here and watch a beautiful Royal Eagles Envy. So it's got flakes in the rim with a little bit of a gold like plastic.
Yeah, gold and purple, real pretty.
Purple maroon, gorgeous. We'll figure out what to do to give that away, but now you know what you're getting.
We'll let our guests for today decide how the giveaway is going to be gone. If you're in this episode, you know who it is. It's Courtesy Violation. This may be our most viewed video because they're the most popular podcast in
or curtsy violation is what I like to call them.
Curtsy violation.
Yeah, I don't.
There might be some.
We're gonna fight about it.
Right?
All right.
I'm very interested to see how it's going to go. If anyone else listens to their podcast, it's a ride. So it'll be interesting for sure. Anyways, man, how you been?
Absent. Thank you, Papa Wolf, for filling in for me. You definitely have a better beard than I do. So just to fill in the lovely people, last week was the lady's birthday, and I had quite a few things that I had to take care of to ensure it was a special day for her. So I had plans right after our initially scheduled recording time, and through no fault of his own, we ended up having to change it, and I just couldn't make it. So Papa Wolf helped me out, and I appreciate it.
It was,
but it was what?
It was fault of my own. But
listen, bro,
I got home from work, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've only got like an hour until the podcast." And she was like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, we're doing it at 6 tonight." And she's like, "The fuck you are."
So the women in our lives are responsible ultimately.
Very great as well, but cracking the whip.
No, we ended up having a lovely birthday weekend. Put together, like I said, a bunch of stuff, and I discovered freeze-dried Skittles.
I have had those. They are very good.
It's kind of weird how I shouldn't say I discovered. My buddy Dan gave me some back when I was filming the Shelly Sharp for the first time, and I was like, I need those. And then I found a bag of them at a store, and I purchased them for consumption, and I am so glad that I did. My girlfriend's mom is very kind and very generous, so we were supposed to go to this festival thing up by the Odyssey Aquarium, and there was nothing there when we got there, so we just decided to shop, and they had a candy store, and your boy bought, well, I shouldn't say bought, selected almost $60 worth of candy choices at this store.
Yeah.
And lady's mom was like, I got it. I was like, no. Yeah, I'm the fat one. And she was like, no, I got it. So she bought a whole bunch of candy, and I love sour candy. So if you want my mailing address so you can send me sour candy that I'll definitely eat without poison testing, let me know. Happy to give it to you.
Without poison. They put razors in his Skittles.
Baby razors. Little baby razors.
Yeah. Dude, hell yeah. Like a kid in a candy store.
A fat kid in a candy store.
That was yeah. Bad joke. Anyways, my I don't really have so last weekend I played in a event for a local legend that the name is escaping me, and if I took good notes I would have had it on hand.
Sounds like a local legend.
Yeah, 36th annual.
You said Tourist?
Yep, at Tourist. Little pitch and putt. Longest hole is like 260.
Max distance,
I think. And it's packed into a small area. So it's like you hear 4 and everybody on the course ducks because everyone on the course is in danger, essentially. And the 18 holes on that course, we had 115 people show up. So the smallest card count was 6 on a tee pad, and I only hit one person, but I saw a bunch of people get hit. So it's a dangerous one out there. But 115 people showed up. I played like absolute dog shit because it was freezing out there, and it was like 30-mile-per-hour winds. No joke.
One thing I've not done in my disc golf career yet is hit a person. I've hit animals, haven't touched a person. I've
hit 2 people. I've been playing Tourist as much as I have. That's honestly a miracle. We were joking when tee off started that we were essentially the most dangerous place in Cedar Falls at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
At tee off, it was like if you're here, you're in danger. So. Not sanctioned, obviously. I shot. I don't remember what I shot. I think it was I shot +3 and then +2 the second round, if I recall correctly, which is awful. I don't remember the last time I shot over par at Tourist. So I took double bogeys and stuff. It was a nightmare. But other than that, that was a lot of fun. Other than that, the only real stuff going on in my life is we're starting to in the process of finally moving to Oklahoma.
To Broklahoma?
To Broklahoma, and to join the Oklahomies. And
there's too many ways. Yeah, I was gonna say there's too many ways to make that a friendly state.
And it is not. It is historically has a lot of crime. And a lot of murders, like serial killers and stuff. Crazy.
You know who else from Oklahoma that might be a serial killer?
Timothy McVeigh.
No.
Oh.
Garth Brooks. Where are the bodies, G? The families need closure.
But yeah, as soon as in the next month, even. So,
wow.
Yeah, kind of unexpected. We've been trying to for 5-ish years. And if you want to tap that mic a couple more times, hear this out. Yeah.
Take that, RV3, you bitch.
Hell yeah. And so yeah, within like the next month, potentially, kind of sprung on me today. So I got 0 things done at work today because I've just been like stressing.
Well, it's a good thing you are sponsored by an Apple company. I don't like the incorrect grammar. Because you have all those crates to move your shit in. So it's perfect.
Yeah. The truck full of apples that they sent me.
Mm-hmm. 8
apples.
Not eight truckfuls.
No. 8 apples.
Not
very
8 crates.
Good 8 apples. And so prettily packaged. Maybe if I feel like editing, I'll put it on the screen here. I probably won't do that.
He won't. But yes, I would say they were very beautiful. Packaging was out of this world. God damn it! Hire me too.
Yeah, I need Cosmic Crisp. He needs a Cosmic.
I need sponsorship. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, I was at the grocery store this week and was like, Let me see if they have them. But I was already like halfway out the door, and I was like, next time. I have Chipotle to buy.
Ooh. Cannot believe you.
The plan is this weekend. Sorry, go ahead. Tell me about your tournament.
The tournament, yeah. I was actually doing good the first round. And I was neg 3 with 5 holes to play, and I went par, double bogey, bogey, double bogey. Yeah. So couldn't hold it together. That score would have put me in top 5 probably, and I just ate it at the end, and got to witness the first throw of the tournament was an ace. I mean, that's always cool as shit. It's a tourist, so it's not like that cool, but like,
did you do it?
I didn't do it. No,
if you're fucking right, you didn't. It's
and everyone just like erupted because like he threw before, like he threw at the 2-minute call instead of at like go. So he threw at 2-minute and then aced it. Like first throw of the tournament, aced it. And then they just had to stand around and wait for the actual round to start.
What a guy!
I just know his card mates were like, "That throw wasn't in regulation. You gotta throw again, man."
Dude, that's what I would tell him. Sorry, bro. You can't just be starting. You would show up at 6 this morning to start, or whenever you're comfortable.
No shit. This isn't a flex start, bro. But there were 3 aces on the day.
Wow.
And
that's like, do you know what Pyrohyzer is? Have we talked about Pyrohyzer?
We have talked about Pyrohyzer. I was actually very intrigued in how that runs. Hopefully when I get down south, it might actually be a thing.
It could be. Yeah, so the course that my home course, Los Olivos, is a very short course. That's where most of my aces are. But
what does that mean? Is that like the olive?
Means the olives. But it's an olive orchard, so
because you love
olives. Are you fucking with me? I'll kill you.
No, I know you love olives. I just wanted you to expand a little bit.
I hate them. Oh my god, look what I just spotted on my desk.
Olives?
My microphone.
Oh shit, dude! Throwback to when I was sponsored by a bigoted company.
Oh yeah, I never knew what the BZ stood for, but that
Black Zombie, and they're not bigoted.
There's just one person.
Their version of the Ranger team is quite the group of people. Let's just say that the Chump account on Twitter and BZ's Ranger team probably in the same. That Venn diagram is just a circle. So,
wow, I snorted like a fucking child. That makes sense.
That's sick. I hope you're not still on your roller because I remember you.
Yeah, it's one of the
stuck that bitch on there.
There's 2 stickers on my Zuka, and that's
send you the whole pack of those.
You sent me 10. Yeah. I just thought you want to know what I thought the BZ was.
Yes, I do.
I thought you had ordered proofs or something from the sticker company that said Shank DG, but they didn't want to send you what you actually ordered so that you weren't getting shit for free, and so they just changed it to BZ. And I was like, oh, this is weird, but whatever. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's good. I'll just say that's what happened now because I dove in on that one hard and then realized very quickly that
I need out.
Yep.
Yeah.
But got a couple free frisbees from them, so much like the Ranger team, got in, got free stuff, got out.
Nice. Yeah, and I'm gearing up for my first tournament, which will be next month. And next week, I'm filming the Memorial. I'm filming the last 3 rounds. I have plans on the Thursday that it starts, so I won't be there then. But rounds 2, 3, and 4, I'll be filming, and hopefully it'll be FPO. I like to film FPO for the Memorial because it's usually Jen and Owen and a couple other homies. I don't mind obviously filming MPO because I have homies there too, but I don't know. Jen Allen is always like a genuine pleasure to even just see passing on the course. She's super sweet, super nice. So hopefully I get to film her.
No, I'm looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your dicks. We got
I'll
courtesy
hold on to
violation.
your dicks.
Hey,
They're not
man.
holding on to their dicks.
He said, "Hold on a second.
Don't look.
How you doing, boys?
Pretty good.
Good. How are you?
We're chilling, hanging loose as always.
No, he is.
It's,
I'm high and tight, like all Gene should
Hell
be.
yeah.
Yeah, mommy.
Yeah, mommy.
Yeah.
We already made a Garth Brooks joke. It's fine. I thought your shirt, my guy, was there's a coffee chain here in Phoenix. I think they're originally from like California or Oregon or whatever. Russell Disc Golf. I thought it was a Dutch Brothers shirt, and I was like, "Fuck,
Oh,
dude!" Now I want some.
Ooh.
Look.
We have those here now.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, had
Dutch
it
Brothers
on
guy.
hand.
No, it's probably from like 2 weeks ago, but we don't have to talk
Oh.
about it.
Clean your fucking room.
If we showed you what the rest of this room looked like, you guys would be disgusted.
If you
Same,
turn the black
probably.
light on in this room, you'd be really disgusted.
Lit up like 4th of July.
Yeah, this is actually a single wide trailer that we both live in.
Hey,
Hey, settle. I live in a single wide trailer.
Yeah.
I grew up in a single wide, so
I-
this is now the single wide podcast.
No,
The single.
Single white male. That's what we should call it.
I like it. Single wide male.
Yep.
Single wide male.
What kind of conversation did we jump into?
Yeah.
I don't even remember at this point.
Spicy's filming Memorial. You
Oh
said?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So
Gonna be
Terry
filming
will,
Memorial.
Terry will be down here next week, probably Wednesday, and then we get geared up, and I'll be out for rounds 2, 3, and 4. And we were talking about hopefully getting to film the FPO. I love to walk with the ladies. They're always really, really sweet, and they don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah, I would imagine that. The energy must be a lot different following the FPO as opposed to the MPO. No.
They seem
Yeah.
like they have more fun.
Yeah.
Is that-
I would imagine.
Like the dudes definitely have fun, especially if it's like Adam and AB on a card together. But like I hope I'm not spoiling anything. We've all seen it on covers, but like, as soon as AB throws a bad shot, he kind of you don't talk to him for the rest of the round.
Really?
Whereas it's like Jen Allen, she's a great golfer, but we all throw shit shots. I've seen her throw a couple, and she turns around, she's like, "Well, fuck that," and you're like, "Oh, okay, that's my kind of attitude right
Exactly.
there."
Yeah.
Like, she's fun because I'm definitely the grump ass on the course for sure.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm
Oh
with you.
no.
Yeah. I turn very fast. I go from being a great card mate to fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
Trying to face that. Did Gibbs get green? What
yeah.
happened?
He just turned.
It's
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you're good, brother. I was just thinking I'm the same way. It's like I'll be your best friend. I got the smoke, I got the extra beers. I'll keep score and play music. I don't give a shit. But as soon as I hit first available, you better give me about 30 feet.
Yeah. Give me back that beer.
Step away from me.
Yeah.
Step back.
You take all your stuff back.
Uninhale that toke you just had. Get the fuck out of here.
Start smacking him on the back to cough it out. Yeah, I don't know.
French kiss me.
Gibbs, I don't ever let it really bother me though. He does sometimes. He'll usually just get quiet though. If it's something like if he's going through it, it'll usually just be more of like a just. And he's kind of talking a lot of dialogue to himself. So it's not like
Dialogue is goddamn motherfucker.
yeah, it's a lot of that. But like he's not like outward to other people as much. He's
Yeah,
So-
I don't think I'm a dick to people. I think I try to separate myself.
the energy can
too.
be bad though.
I am like I have ruined like the energy of cards before for
Yeah.
sure, and I've spoke about it before, but like I've called these guys and been like, hey, my bad guys, I shouldn't
Yeah, he's texted me.
I shouldn't have
multiple
been
times.
like that, and because the energy really everybody feels it, right? And
Oh, for sure.
I try not to, but I get so aggravated. No, I never get mad at anybody else. It's just
Mhm.
myself.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Just over in the corner, like kicking rocks. Like, God damn it.
Pretty much, yes.
Punching himself in the face.
I definitely separate myself if I can.
That's I'm the same way as like I know I just have this super shitty Super Saiyan aura around me, and I feel bad because I get grumpy and I storm off. If I make a putt and it like I'm I'm already at the next tee pad before everybody else taps out because I'm just like grumpy
really?
about it. But
Yeah.
I've also sent plenty of apology texts in the group chat. So
Yeah.
I know exactly how you feel.
You have to make your rounds. You gotta make the rounds afterwards. You're like, I gotta text the usual suspects and tell them I'm sorry again.
Gotta
Make
take your
amends again.
licks. Gotta take your licks. That's for sure.
Yeah.
One of my better friends that I play with, I shouldn't say better because then that eliminates the rest of them, but like we're closer than most of the people. Yeah, fuck those guys. He's from Knoxville. So and his dad was part of the first class of the Tennessee Disc Golf Hall of Fame induction.
What's his last name?
Sharp.
Warren Sharp that's Warren Sharp's son. Yeah, well, I know Warren pretty well. We all do. He's a
Adam
fucking
Sharp.
legend.
Yeah, Adam Sharp's a real good friend of mine, so I golf with him here. In Phoenix.
That's cool. Yeah, Warren is a legit cool, like one of the coolest people you'll meet.
Yeah, it's designed a bunch of courses around here, or at least a few anyway.
He's definitely passing on to Adam. Adam's like that dude you call when you're locked up because you know he'll show up and help you out every time.
Yeah, Warren is a man, dude. He's I think he plays like what he may 70 now. Like he's up there, but he's always out there. Like he wears the toe shoes. He fucking rocks toe shoes when he's playing, and he's still like he putts like I mean he could, if he's within the circle, there's a good chance he's fucking making every one of them.
Adam's a phenomenal putter. That's so funny to hear. I've never met Warren, but like I said, I know and love Adam greatly. So it's funny to hear they're pretty much the same person. I don't think Adam would be caught dead in toe shoes though.
Yeah, the toe shoes, I never really got that.
I got to disagree with. Yeah, I don't think I drag my toe way too much. That's how you know you're not a toe dragger is when you rock the toe shoes.
Yeah,
yeah.
Eagle.
I used to have a toenail. What the fuck?
Yeah, I used to have toenails. Yeah, you just scrape all of them off. Yeah, no shit. Who else drags their feet really bad whenever they? Well, Calvin Heimberg, Ricky.
Yeah.
Also. Ricky has a crazy toe drag.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
Oh my gosh!
I'm surprised. I wonder how many shoes Calvin goes through because you see when he like braces, it looks like he's about to pop out of the side of it.
Yeah, it's wild to
hot.
So,
love the disc dick behind you. That's classic.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Thank you. We had another one over here. So before it was just him and I over here, and it was just one camera. And then we had, did we do it like that first? We did it like that for a while. Where we're just sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
And we had two dicks. So one over here, and then he had an upside down dick over there. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But then we realized like it's kind of weird that we're sitting next to each other.
Yeah, because
like,
we'd look at each other.
Yeah, and then we're having like it was just awkward. So then we ended up changing it. The only reason we're together now and why we always are whenever we're doing like when we're sitting down with people is because only one of our cameras is okay. The other one's like, let's not do two. Isn't that the reason? What is the reason?
No, well that and this like with StreamYard, we can't use two cameras. So
that doesn't sound as cool. Let's scrap all of that. We only do this so it seems like a more intimate setting for the people we're talking to.
That's what it is. Yeah,
just sit on his lap.
Yeah.
Oh, it happens.
It's so close. Like he really could just reach out and touch me.
I
wanted to.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I think I can turn your guys' camera off. No.
No, Lord.
Anyways.
Why can't y'all do two cameras with StreamYard? You just didn't.
Guests can't do two cameras. I mean, we could. We could
join separately, but that'd be weird.
But then, our audio would be if we had any delay. One audio would be right, and the other one would be delayed. So
we just want to watch y'all struggle, to be honest.
Yeah,
I like
watch us every week, man.
Yeah, that's all we do is fucking struggle. When we're doing interviews, I actually like this layout. I don't know why, because we have the monitor right in front of us, and it feels like maybe it's more. I don't know. It's like we're actually talking to them, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're both looking at the same monitor, and so I don't mind doing, except the whole setup and changing stuff around. I don't mind that, but it does kind of suck having to move the mics and everything, but what the fuck else we're gonna do, you know?
So if you're listening and have an extra 30 grand, please forward it to the Courtesy Violation podcast. So
Yes.
we can afford a separate setup for interviews versus recording.
It's going to take at least $30,000.
Oh yeah, that's bare minimum. We'll start a GoFundMe. Anyways, we're like 10 minutes into having you guys on, and we have not had you introduce yourselves.
Because I'm an asshole.
It's been good.
No,
It's all good. We'll go ahead and start. I'm Trevor.
yeah, I'm Gibbs.
Courtesy Violation. Listen to our podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Go to YouTube. We're trying to build up more subscribers on YouTube, so go there, subscribe, hit the little bell so you know whenever we put out a new one. And just check us out.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. Find us on social media. Courtesy Violation Podcast.
Yeah, socials.
Yeah.
And if you like dick jokes and disc golf, we might be right up your fucking alley.
Yeah.
I enjoy both of those things. Microphone.
I might not have thought this through, having the competition on the show.
There's no competition.
No,
I was gonna say there's
guys-
no competition at all. This
you guys almost certainly blow us out of the water.
We try to support, you know, anything with disc golf, you know, it's you know, the people that we run ads through and stuff and everything. Man, we love, you know, Heiser Creep. Shout out to Heiser Creep. We love them. And you know, that they called us or messaged us and was like, hey, we like the pod, and we were like, well, fuck it. We'll run.
Yeah.
We'll run with it, bro.
It sounds like it's a pretty easy sell for you.
Yeah.
Fuck
Now,
it.
all the other ones, and there weren't any. We there were the only people that were like, "Do you want to give you a discount if you guys throw our name out there?" And we're like, "Yeah." But
why not?
also the Disconeer, there for a short run there. The Disconeer was we were plugging his shit.
I think when we started calling his retractable towels cum towels and told everybody to ask for cum towels on his website, I think he kind of
backed off pretty quick.
Yeah.
Also,
what was this website?
He said, "Hold on."
I couldn't help it.
No.
Do you guys edit out all the swear words in this?
Oh,
Does your producer?
No.
Okay. Well, I'd listen to like. Well, maybe I don't. Do you only do it like the first few? I'd heard it edited out.
Oh, you were
Just like
listening
beeps.
to so that was in relation to where the Cosmic Crisp thing came from. There's a podcast called RB3. You know what to do. There's a podcast called Fuckface, and whenever they mention the name on the show, they do beep face.
Yeah.
So it's just a little running joke. And
Okay,
RB3
okay.
also listens to the show. So
I was about to say, man, that
they're
guy's
joking for like 5 people.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say he has his work cut out for him if he's gonna have to beep all this.
Yeah.
But heck yeah.
Trevor
Oh,
said
no.
right before we started, man, we probably should not tried not to cuss, but
Swear.
swear.
no, go fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, well,
we don't.
it's not
don't
like
give
we
a shit.
try to do it. It's just how
We're just stupid.
we're just
and that's
idiots.
how we
stupid.
speak.
We're uneducated white trash, and that's
Come on,
all
man.
there is to it.
You
I
saw
mean,
the
And-
trailer.
And you're among friends.
Yeah. Talking to a guy in a single wide trailer moving to
Kill it,
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
oh wow! When are you for sure moving?
Yeah, pretty certain within the month, and found out today. So
That's awesome. I know you've been trying to get down there.
been trying for a while, and it's gonna be fast moving. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the guys because the room I'm sitting in, everywhere off screen is boxes and just shit I need to throw away, and just haven't yet. So moving out of this place is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
So.
Where are you moving from?
Iowa, so middle Iowa, Cedar Falls, Waterloo area.
Okay, cool.
What's the DG scene down around the place?
Really-
you're going?
Really good. The our local league, Blackhawk Metro Disc Golf League, is the first club in the country, actually.
Oh shit!
So we have a very good scene here. I'm kind of sad to be leaving it. So where I'm going, they don't really have a good organization. They do have. There's a torn up flyer stapled to a pitch and putt course that says, "Call this number if you want to join the league." So I'm hoping that when I get down there, I can maybe organize things a little bit better for
Sure.
them.
Yeah, let's say that'd be a good place for you to step up. And
That's
Yeah.
That's one thing that's really cool about disc golf is you can almost do that in any city. Like if you just go to a city that maybe they have a disc golf or no disc golf courses, you can just kind of start it from the ground up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, they have. It seems like they have really good a disc golf scene down there because there's like within city limits. I think there's 6 courses. I mean, they're all kind of short and like not like great courses, but there's a couple of them like Bodark is like a historic course down there. And then there's Lake Ponca, which is just like it's a bomber course, but most of the other ones are just like they're thrown up in a public park. There's like 9 holes, but 7 baskets, and like shit like that. So there's a really fun marksman course. They have 9 baskets that are all marksman baskets, and then they're all surrounded by like mandos. So like it's very very tough course. I'm excited to actually go down there and give it a proper try because the only time I did, I swung by there for like 10 minutes. I was like, shit, I only got through 2 holes because I took the 7 on every single one of them.
That sounds like you.
Yeah. No, it is a lot of fun. The marksman baskets are brutal, and I do not believe that they make you a better putter because they change the way you have to putt.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose if you stick with that, then I suppose you do get to be a better putter. But I have to go for like a spin right at the pole for them to stick versus my normal putt is kind of like floaty hyzer putt, kind of a push putt. So
so if you could just aim at a regular basket and be like, well, just hit the pole.
Yeah.
Right. Like you don't even need a marksman if you just like, okay, they don't count unless they hit the pole.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got one of those putt confidently's, and I do like it, but I can see where it is changing my putting style for sure because I'm a little bit of a loftier putt. But I do think it's helping because first off, it's aggravating as hell because from 25 foot, I'm sometimes no shit like 3 for 10. 4 for 10, like repeatedly, and I'm like, I'll get aggravated. I'm like, man, fuck, I don't even want to practice.
Like it'll take this thing off.
Yeah, it pisses me off. And then I have the one that's just like I don't know what it's called. It only does like half. It only covers half the basket. So I'll spin it around where I have the whole basket and go to 30, and I'm 10 for 10. I'm like, okay, well something's fucking work. I mean, I'm not. It's working for sure, but it makes it harder to practice just because I get aggravated.
Right.
You miss
like,
more.
that should have stuck.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really a miss. But.
Yeah. In your mind, you have to realize, like, well, that didn't go in, but it would have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, without the hat or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. It's like I think it's like a 13-inch hole. Like it's very small. It's tight.
As far as disc golf goes, 13-inch hole is tiny, dude. Think about it. I mean, let's really put into perspective here.
Well, the disc's 9 inches. So
yeah.
4 inches of difference, which would be a great stripper name.
4 inches is a lot, and it's a little in some places and a lot.
That's what my wife tells me.
It's true.
It's not what she tells me.
She tells you that his penis is bigger.
She's
like, you're doing the podcast with Spicy tonight. Can I come on? Can I be the guest this week?
Yeah.
You know what else is 4 inches? 2 of these.
Jesus.
About the space between y'all is 4 inches. Holy shit.
It's a little bit bigger.
Let's touch tips.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Star Wars docking noise.
One of my favorite jokes to make when I'm hosting a trivia and bingo is 30 seconds per question. I'll find the most confident looking dude in the room and be like, you know how long 30 seconds is, right? And they're always like, the girlfriends always laugh. It's such an
hang on, babe. I got to start a timer.
Yeah.
Oh, we've all been there. We've all been that guy. Right?
Am I the only person that during sex I'm like, what was that, like 30, 45 minutes? And it was for whatever reason like you find out that it was only like, like 8 or 10 or whatever the thing is. You're like, what the fuck?
You're like, man, it must be like 2 a.m. and it's 11:45.
Yeah, you're like, how long have we been at this? And it's like, well, that 20-minute show is still on that we were watching. It.
It's the same episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah, you could add up the sex I've had in the last 6 months, and it wouldn't add up to fucking 30 minutes.
So you,
I mean, either I'm very quick or I'm just not getting pussy. Y'all figure it out. I don't know.
You guys are fucking for
That'll
too
be the
long.
giveaway.
yeah, that'll be the way we choose the category. What do you think?
Wait a second. I want that envy. You're not.
He said, "Hold on.
I deserve that envy."
Yeah, because we're all envious
That
of all the
thing is
sex you're
beautiful,
having.
dude.
This one?
Is that the one? Yeah, the red one.
No, that one's mine. I ordered 2, a thrower and a giveaway, and this is the giveaway. But my thrower, you're damn right, is
That's beautiful. Yeah.
real
You said,
pretty.
fuck.
Yeah,
I think got like 100 likes.
It was funny
Insane.
because I opened the box and there was that one was on top, and I was like, what am I gonna do with the other one? Look at it. I'm not. It was still pretty. It was like it wasn't this one actually. So a buddy of mine traded me for this one because I wanted the gold rim for the giveaway.
Yeah.
So the other one that I got was actually like purple with the fan swirl, and it had like a black with flakes in it rim. So, but this one I like is very pretty.
Yeah, it's got the royal colors, gold and purple.
Mm-hmm.
The color schemes for all those look so sick. The pixels too, dude.
Yeah. I haven't seen one of those envies that's just like a dud yet, you know? Like every once in a while you'll see like, you know, oh, I've got this brown T-bird left, and you're like, no one's gonna buy that.
Right.
Like,
have you thrown it? Have you thrown one yet? I mean, what's
the envy?
Yeah, the rebirth.
Yeah, I threw it straight into a tree on hole 6 at Los Olivos. It was a great time. It's funny too because you never want to like say shit before you throw a disc for the first time because you know something's gonna happen, but that temptation's always there. So like I walked up in front of the homies, we all had our new envies, and I was like, "All right, y'all, maiden voyage."
Shipwreck.
God damn it! I've aced that hole twice. Still hit a tree.
Yeah.
So what's the fly like compared to a neutron or is it more overstable? Or?
Yeah, it's a little more overstable. I have we'll just say my arm and your dick would be great friends. There's not. I don't have a lot there, and so anything is more overstable for me just because I don't have a lot of arm strength. But my buddy JB has plenty of arm strength, and he has an old Eclipse Envy that he's beat in, and that thing will turn. And the new one barely starts to turn before it's pulling out left. It's definitely something that's made for Eagle, but it's, you know, it'll still, if you got the arm strength, it'll still stay on the line. It just has a stronger finish.
Yeah.
Hey,
dirty boy.
Yeah, we just watched where Eagle was talking about it on whatever commercial was on DGN earlier, and I was like, I bet he throws the hell out of I bet he can throw those a country mile, man.
Almost, for sure.
Especially when you said they're a little bit more overstable, and I'm like, oh yeah, I bet he bombs the hell out of that.
It's one of my favorite shots to rewatch is when he was straddling the guardrail and he still threw that shit like 470, put it right in the basket. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
unreal.
Very unreal. It's Scott Stokely recreated it, I think, on his Instagram.
Did he really?
Dude, he has a fucking. I don't know how much you know about Scott Stokely's forehand, but he used to be like the most powerful forehand thrower, I think.
Yeah, I remember watching him on the Big Money Skins, and he made that insane throw from the. Was he OB?
I don't remember. I don't know.
The Big Money Skins was kind of a flop. I'm not sure how many people actually watched it.
I watched it, but I don't remember that throw. But
yeah, it was him, and I remember Brody was on the screen, but it doesn't matter. It was an insane forehand. So I know he's got one. Yeah. It's very unorthodox, but
yeah, his whole
he's a monkey man. So
yeah, he is. He is a long armed, like it's crazy. I actually just started reading his book a couple nights ago.
I didn't even know he had a book.
It's Growing Up Disc Golf is what it's called.
Someone doesn't watch his YouTube channel.
I do not watch.
Yeah. I don't follow along with a lot of Scott Stokely's stuff though. I would like to read that book. Sorry about that for interrupting.
It's fine. You're good, brother. The only person who interrupts people more than me is Bert Kreischer. So don't.
I don't want to be on that level.
Yeah, he's pretty rough, and I'm not much better. So I just don't drink 64 ounces of Kool-Aid a day.
Yeah.
That's Kool-Aid.
That's what it is.
I know.
You didn't see that clip?
Yeah, I've seen
So
that.
yeah,
That shit is
speaking
funny.
of Eagle being insane, how do you guys think? Any predictions for chess.com?
Yeah, we did our top 5 for MPO, and you know how like scatterbrained we are. We forgot to do FPO on our we just recorded an episode before we came on, so we're gonna look like sexist, but we didn't even do FPO. I've got Ricky winning.
Ricky.
Yeah, I've got Ricky winning, and then the top. I did the other 4. You put them in whatever order you want to, but I've got C Dick just because he's C Dick, and who else I had? I had Paul in the top 5. I had Matty O and Calvin. That was my.
That's a solid 5.
Mine is so much. It's kind of lame because it's very similar, and I only went with favorites really, but I went with Chris Dickerson, Calvin. Love to see Paul do something. I want to see him coming in hot this year. I just watched an interview with him, and it sounds like he's has a pretty good frame of mind going into it. But what did I say? Paul, Ricky, Calvin, C Dick, and I said Garrett Gurthey because it's Florida. But yeah, I mean, that's a real wild card. But I think that'd be sick.
I think I'm right. I think I will be surprised, given what I've heard about Macbeth and his injury being better, if he doesn't podium.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even. I'd give him probably top 3.
Really?
I think so. I think he's been sneaky. He's been real quiet.
Is he making moves?
I think he's making moves. Yeah. He's making moves.
It's true. He has been for about 10 years now. Or was that the Discraft thing?
That was Discraft.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so about 4 years.
Yeah, my bad.
But yeah, I think Chris Dickerson will do good. He's usually good in the woods. It's a lot of it's throwdown, right? It's used to be throwdown, and it's now like a modified layout.
Yeah, they changed a few holes, but
yeah, the usual suspects out there. I'd love to see James Conrad pop off, but that's not really his type of course. Yeah, I don't know.
It's the people we picked was, like I said, it was mostly just favorites, so it's kind of lame. I don't know. Obviously, Gannon Burr, fucking Isaac Robinson, those guys.
Yeah, they'll all be up there.
Isaac was. I should have picked him because he can carve up a course, and
absolutely.
I've got a buddy down there, and he's been down there for like a month. He went down there. He's actually been helping Nick on the course and stuff, and he's been playing it all the time. And he keeps the main thing he keeps saying is like, it's not you don't have to bomb. It's all about placement. He said this course is all about placement. So when I think of placement, I think of Isaac Robinson. I do think of Chris Dickerson.
Accuracy winner, of course.
Yeah, he made that look silly, didn't he?
Oh man, that was a clinic.
Yeah,
that was
I also just love the as an Arizonan, and they took the All-Star event away from me and they put it in Florida, and it fucking rained. I was like, shit. Yeah. I was just walking around my 80-degree weather, fucking laughing to myself.
We were just talking about that on the episode we did earlier. We're like, man, I bet those guys over there on the West Coast are like, yeah, suck that, bitches.
Oh man,
all the disc golfers over there.
I loved it. I was like, obviously you want them to have a good time, and if there's one thing I hate more than playing in the rain, it's filming in the rain. And I'm hoping we have decent weather for the Memorial. It's supposed to be, but you know how that shit works.
How much pressure do you have on you when like you're filming? Like, do you stress about it? Because I think I would.
In what way? What do you mean? Can you elaborate a little bit?
Well, just like make it like if you missed a shot, you're like, oh fuck, or do you have somebody? Do you have like a catch cam or somebody else? Or
so sometimes it just depends. There's another kid that lives in Phoenix named Tyler that Terry will employ when he's here, and he usually brings a couple cameramen. If I understood him correctly when we spoke last week, he's going to be dialing it back just a hair. So I don't know if anyone's coming with him this time. It could just be me, him, and Tyler. If it's a hot round, you know, if somebody's like really killing it, we'll do catch cam or whatever. Terry's very lenient when it comes to filming because sometimes, and you guys will see this on the Memorial or the Maricopa Open coverage that Terry's working on right now when it comes out. Sometimes you just lose a disc. Like there's several times where AB's throwing one of his new UV Raptors, and that shit is just the same color as the sky.
Yeah.
And so he throws it. I'm like, well, fuck, I think it's over this way, you know, and I'm trying to like soft zoom and not like go in on it. But I had a ton of pressure because Terry's been doing this for fucking how long?
Yeah.
You know, he's as good as it gets. And I'm, you know, I just showed up to a course and he's like, you want to take a camera out? I was like, I guess. Oh, wow. And it worked out. But the hard thing for me is I'm a bigger dude. So like sometimes there'll be 4 different spots on the fairway and I can't always get directly behind somebody for their shot setup or whatever. So, or if it's like a tap in or if there's no chance for a putt, so they're just laying up, they'll just walk up and throw it. Drew Gibson does it all the time, or he'll just walk up to his shot and be like, I'm not putting this. And he'll, before I can even like catch my breath or whatever. He's usually good about waiting for me, but he does do those like little mini up shots. I wouldn't call it pressure because Terry's going to put the footage out regardless. Yeah. But I definitely am a perfectionist at heart. So if I miss something or if I know, you know, like I just didn't catch it the right way or I happen to set up between one of the worst things for me too is like if I am out of position and I try and film, try and get a shot, for whatever reason, 100 out of 100 times, I will put a tree directly between the basket and myself. And so I'll be looking this way and I'll pan and I'll zoom in and it's just a fucking tree trunk. And I'm like, fucking Terry's. Like, and I don't know if you guys have ever, I mean, obviously Caleb has, but like if you've ever met or talked to Terry, he will roast your ass 6 ways from Sunday.
Really?
Oh, man.
I love it.
He's great. He's so funny and he's super quick. And like,
I love his tiny little roasts when you like mess up a shot a little bit on coverage, and he's like, "That shot's brought to you by."
Yeah,
looks like Spicy missed the shots over there. Spicy, you know.
Right, he does that all the time. But like, he'll do that in person. Like, we went to dinner and a comedy show when he was here last time, and I mean, I was trying to order a beer and I flubbed the name of the beer and he's like, oh yeah, really? You good? You need one, pal? You sure you need one? And it's just like right in front of the server. I'm like, I'm not an alcoholic. And he's just, I love him to death. You guys have heard, I'm sure Caleb's heard me, you know, emotionally beat him off for a few episodes now, but he's just the best dude. He's like the nicest guy. And I feel bad anytime I'm online and someone's like, Terry's dad jokes are so annoying. I'm like, you're fucking annoying.
I feel like Terry's gotten a lot of hate over the last year or so for commentating. So I love Terry in the booth.
Oh yeah.
We've always liked Terry Miller. Like, I mean, just especially for what he's done for disc golf in general. But I mean,
right.
I like Terry. I mean, I think he's good at commentating. I think I loved his coverage, even if it's just like single cam.
Mm-hmm. Oh, single cam, single commentary, even when he's just by himself. I keep trying to get him to let me on there because I'm the one filming this shit. I have more insight, you know, than half the people that are on there. But
I'm still meaning to ask him if he's got spare footage that me and you can commentate on.
He probably does, but I have his cameras and I could just go to the local course. I'm actually gonna start editing for him. I think when he comes into town for the Memorial, we're gonna talk about me picking up an editing role. So I'm getting a little bit more income year round instead of just when he's in the state. But I'm also gonna talk to him about like me going out and filming my friends and I just dumb bullshit rounds, but then like doing the proper layovers and the ads and all that. It's just to make it's gonna be so dumb.
So dumb. I love it.
Yeah. So we'll see. Well, I'll get a word in his ear for sure.
Awesome.
So you did lose his number.
Tell him about us.
So
No,
you
I'm just
didn't
kidding. No.
He might. He
No.
might be able to get him on.
Well, it was funny because when he was here, we had just launched our podcast, and I was like, would you do it? And he's like, yeah. He goes, I'm not gonna fucking listen to it, but I'll do it. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I just don't listen to podcasts. You know, I'm usually traveling, or he does a lot of books on tape, but he also every once in a while, when we were pulling into the parking lot for the comedy show, there was actually, I don't even think the song was on because it's not the type of music my girlfriend or I would listen to, but he just started singing a Katy Perry song. I can't remember which one it was, but like word for word, like you could definitely tell he has young daughters.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just humming a tune or whatever. He was like going ham. And I was like,
going at it.
All right, Terrell.
He's just singing fireworks while staring into your eyes. Baby, on fire.
Oh my gosh, he's so funny because he doesn't half-ass anything. So every once in a while, if he's like when he's in Thailand or whatever, he'll send me a selfie, and it's like super crisp, and the sun's in his eyes, and his hair looks great. And I'm just like, Jesus, Terry, how many takes did you do on this like selfie to your buddy? It's a little weird.
Yeah. You just want to make sure he's well represented, no matter who he's sending it to.
He's got that little like Tinder half smile on. Where he's like,
Yeah.
okay, Terry.
Maybe I want some pussy. Maybe I don't.
To Thailand, bro. You just go around the corner.
Yeah,
Shit.
Yeah, he's the homie.
Terry Miller is he's a national treasure and the huge in the disc golf world.
Yeah.
The heartbeat.
I love when someone asks how I get into disc golf or how I got into filming or whatever. I'm like, oh well, I just Terry Miller, and they're like, who? I'm like, Terry Miller, and they've got a grip bag with 30 beat-in discs and a retriever and a towel, and I'm like, you don't know who Terry Miller is? I don't know. I'm like, do you watch coverage? Yeah, the play-by-play guy. Oh, Terry Miller. Yeah, you fucking numbskull. I mean, who else?
How do you play disc golf and not know who Terry Miller is?
That's what I mean. It's like, how do you've clearly spent thousands of dollars on the sport, on the free sport, like the rest of us,
Right?
And you don't have any idea who that is.
Dude, there's some people that just don't take in content, though. They don't watch any disc golf content or fool around with the PDGA membership, or they just fucking throw in the woods. There's a few of those.
The UDisc stats that just came out, I mean, very much back that up. It's an insane amount of people that are signed up for UDisc, and then there's 300 pushing 300,000 members in the PDGA. Like, that's pretty good, but then also like, what 5,000 of them are dead. And then how many more inactive,
Yeah. I mean, how many of them are current? Like, I mean, I mean, it's we're playing a Dubs tournament this weekend, and it's supposed to be limited to the rec intermediate. It's supposed to be limited to 850, I think, or 1850. I'm sorry. And there's a ton of people in there that have PDGA numbers, but when you try to see what their ratings are, it's not available because it's not current. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's spicy.
I just signed up for my first tournament, which we're sponsoring, by the way. And
nice.
I said we're gonna get like jerseys with the podcast logo and everything on. I'm really excited. Yeah. But my shit's not current. I'm literally using the money that Terry pays me to film the memorial to pay my registration and to get my PDGA current. Oh, wow. So yeah, good times.
The PDGA successfully bullied me into re-upping my membership. It was just too many emails.
Yeah.
And then after I re-up, they still sent me another one. Yeah. Bastards.
They're the Vista print of the disc golf world.
Yeah, no shit. this email powered by MailChimp.
Dude, I ordered, when I was an Uber driver, I ordered 250 business cards off Vistaprint, and it took me about 36 minutes to check out because they were like, do you want notebooks? Would you like water bottles? How about embroidery on a wallet? Hoodies? No. T-shirts? Coasters? What would you like? I was like, leave me the fuck alone. I just want my business cards.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had to deal with Vistaprint.
No.
Yeah, be
It's
grateful.
supposed to show you what kind of people we are.
Yeah.
We don't need business cards.
No, we drive fork trucks.
It's all word of mouth. Anything that
It would be a courtesy violation to yourself not to be properly warmed up. And that's what the clip does. The clip attaches to the disc. It's about 6 ounces. It doubles the max weight of a disc. Allows you to build strength for control. It allows you to identify where the disc is as it's coming through your throw. It's good for putting. You can use the clip as a guide when you're putting. Use the clip to zero in onto your target. Gives you that extra weight so you can identify that outside edge. Take it off. Gives you that pop. Gives you the pop. Driver fits as well. Always start slow. Get the right form. If you're back here, you feel it. Right here, I feel I'm right. Get that warmed up. Make sure you take your disc off. Give her a throw. That's the clip. What will the clip do for you?
I got a fun story for you guys around those business cards. If you got like a quick, I know I've been talking a lot, but I was
Keep it going, dude.
I got to make up for lost time. When I used to be an Uber driver, and Mother's Day 2016, I think it was, I was out driving on Mother's Day. My mom, we celebrated the day before because it's her birthday. I was out driving on Mother's Day. My wife at the time was out of town. Her name is Rachel. I get a ping about 20 minutes away for a ride. I go, and the name on the ride is Rachel. And I thought, that's kind of funny. It's my wife's name. So I drive out there, and the whole time I'm driving out there, this lady's like texting me. And she's like, hey, I just moved here from Chicago. I don't know anybody. I bought a mattress and I need to move it. Do you think it'll fit in your car? I was like, I drive a Kia Soul. Like, I barely fit in this car. No, it's not going to fit. She goes, well, if I pay you extra, will you, like, I'll rent a truck from Home Depot. Will you just help me move it, please? And the ping that I got was in Fountain Hills, like right next to the golf course. And Fountain Hills is buku bucks. Mm-hmm. So I was like, fuck yeah, she might throw me like $5 or whatever. Who knows? And so I drive all the way out there. She comes out and gets in the car. Immediately, I could smell like wine. And I was like, oh, cool. So she gets in the car. She's like, sorry, I meant to cancel. And I was like, well, I'm here now. So, like, let's figure it out. I took her to Target, and she's like, I helped her with her heavy stuff. She tells the cashier, this is my Uber driver. I was like, hi, it sounds like I'm a serial killer, but she asked me to come inside the store. So drop her off. I carry the heavy stuff in, and she's like, oh, thank you for helping me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, sure. Here's my card. You know, whatever. If you need rides, you can contact me privately. Uber won't need to know about it. And she's like, okay, no problem. She's like, so are you like, you got another ride? I was like, no, not really. And she's standing across the hood of my car to me. And she's like, okay, I'm just going to put your number in my phone. So she puts the number in her phone and immediately sends me like a full frontal mirror nude.
Oh no.
Jeez.
And I was standing there like, because I looked like this even then. And I was like, I don't know why this is happening to me. And I was like, oh my gosh. And she's like, yeah, if you don't have another ride, I just thought you might want to hang out for a little bit. And I was like, fucking, I was like,
let's go.
Even if I wanted to, you have my wife's name. And that would be super weird. So I can't do that. I was like, I appreciate it, very flattered, but I have to go. So like I left, immediately blocked her number, texted my wife everything. Like I literally pulled around the corner from her house.
Hell yeah, dude. Stand up guy right there.
And
no, seriously, I wasn't trying to make a joke. Sorry.
Left her text my wife everything. I was like, this is what happened. Nothing happened. I'm leaving right now. I just want you to know in case whatever. So that I thought would be the end of it. And so a month later, it's now Father's Day. I don't have kids, but my wife has booked us a couple's massage. And we're walking into the Massage Envy store. My Snapchat goes off. And it popped up, and it was like, when you get a snap from, I don't know if y'all use Snap like I do, but like when you get a snap from someone you've never got one before, it's no name. It's just whatever their username is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I looked at it and I was like, who the hell is that? And I literally showed my wife. I was like, "Do you know who this is?" And she's like, "I don't know what that is." It's like bookworm something or other. And so we check in for the massage and we go to the tranquility room. And I was like, let me see who this is real quick. And I open the snap visibly within eye line of my wife. And it is a super close up.
Just a growler.
And I was like, holy shit. And my wife's like, who's that? And I was like, hard to tell from the photo.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I message him like, yeah, I know it's not you, babe. I was like, I don't know. So I messaged. I was like, who is this? She's like, oh, it's Rachel from your Uber. And I was like, I forgot that my Snapchat username was on my phone number, and she found my phone number on Snapchat.
Oh no!
And that happened right in front of my wife. And luckily, she was very understanding, and like she knew that's not the type of person I was. So she was like, oh. I mean, obviously that's a little weird. I was like, yeah, but I told you what happened. You know,
I was about to say, smart move telling her immediately, because if you had like forgotten or for whatever reason hadn't told her, and then that happened, there's no way. How would you call your way out of that?
Exactly. And I was just like,
it started with Vistaprint.
Yeah, what?
Vistaprint's like, you want some water bottles, some pussy pictures,
what else?
A hoodie.
Yeah. You like to cheat on your wife, perhaps.
Right. Yeah. So that happened, and I was just in utter disbelief. I was like, people are bold, because like and this is not to like bring up anything like, you know, us versus them kind of shit, but like if a guy did that to a woman, he'd go to jail if she decided so.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's just wild. It never happened to me. And I've been dating my wife since I was 16. We'd been married for 3 years at that point. So like, it was only ever her. So for me to get something like that, I was like, all right.
Kind of made you feel like a man, didn't it?
He fucking loves Elmer Fudd, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, some extra swagger.
Yeah. I didn't even have this shirt on or nothing.
I can't even see. What is that shirt? Is that like a Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah, it's just a button up. It's got blue tigers on it. And it's actually, I don't know if you'll be able to see from where you are, but it's a NADGT disc golf tournament shirt.
Oh,
nice.
That is cool.
It's themed after Vice City.
I was gonna say the GTA font.
Mm-hmm. But it's like my favorite shirt, so I wear it.
Can you swim? Tommy can't.
Speaking of Tommy Vercetti, I don't know how big of gamers we are, but they released a second trailer for GTA 6.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
And old Tommy Vercetti is in the trailer and in the game, and I immediately was like,
in the background drowning.
No, he's literally like, they must have synthesized Ray Liotta's voice because he's passed away, or he recorded before he died, but it's definitely him. Like,
wow, damn, hell
yeah, I got super excited about that.
You know, I played Grand Theft Auto 5 one time. I'm not a video game dude. Lame, I know.
No, I mean, you don't have to be. It's either it'll suck your life away or this isn't for me.
Yeah,
it's kind of how disc golf is.
I was super into video games, and then just like I just kind of stopped one day. I play Fortnite with my wife because she plays video games, and like I can't pass that up, right? Playing video games with the wife, and she actually enjoys it. She's not like we're scratching for the door. So
you just play games just because she wants to play a video game. It can be any shitty game. You're like, whatever. Let's
as long as we're playing.
You want to hang out with me?
Lego Harry Potter, babe. Load it up.
Yeah.
That's a weirdly accurate guess.
That's just a strange, specific.
Lego I also Harry enjoy Potter Lego Harry Potter. It's at the girlfriend's house in the Xbox right now.
Yo, hell yeah.
My ex-wife used to call out snipers when I would play Battlefield, so I know that feeling.
Oh, hell
it's nice.
Yeah, yeah, top left. Thanks, bit. Good times.
We tried actually playing Call of Duty. What did we try playing? What was it? I don't even know the name of it. It was Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Like Warzone.
Warzone. Yeah.
We did try to play Warzone for a short amount of time. Holy hell. First off,
too good.
Oh, they're too good. They're way too good, especially if you just got into video games at like 29, however old I was when I tried to do it. And I'm like, damn, I should have been doing this my whole life like my friends, because this sucks.
Yeah.
It was like especially Warzone. Like we ended up playing multiplayer, so that was a bit easier. But going into it, like not playing video games and then just playing Warzone, I was like, I guess I'll just never be good at this because I don't get to live long enough. So
Yeah,
I would have to hide.
Yeah, you can't survive long enough to even get good. So like,
Oh, and my gun control is awful, dude. I'm just like.
There was a very brief period where I was like the Call of Duty kid, and I was just like, it was like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, the original releases.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2.
You couldn't touch me with a sniper rifle, and now I'm like, my most recent game was Escape from Tarkov, which is like a mill sim. So if you get shot and you do not have a tourniquet to like close that wound, you're just gonna bleed out and you're gonna lose all your shit. And it's like, that's my kind of game, like that I still like playing, but I don't do it very often.
I think the last game that I played and really enjoyed was
Checkers.
Warzone. No, Fallout 4. I think, is that the one that's based around Boston?
Yeah.
And I liked it so much. Like I would start playing it like. Was that during COVID? Was that around COVID time? I don't know.
Fallout 4 was like 10 years before that.
Okay.
It was, I think it came out in like 2014, thereabouts, because I had it when I was married.
That is the one around Boston. So, okay. Well, regardless, I would start playing it like on my day off, I guess. And the next thing I know, it was like my wife would be getting home from work and it'd been like 9 hours. And I was like, oh shit. I'd look around, there was like bags of Doritos, and I was like,
what happened?
I can't do
this.
Yeah, dude. I would seriously burn 8 hours quick.
In a fugue state.
So yeah. I knew I needed to separate myself from it because I would spend a whole fucking day just doing building shit and trying to get that mech suit and shit. It was just fucking nuts.
It's called Power Armor. So.
Well, I don't know.
I play Fallout now.
Ooh. The Fallout 4 was my favorite Fallout as well, and I spent a lot of time, like, I love base building and decorating and designing and that kind of stuff. So it was like, I don't know if I've told the story before, but like when I started seeing Jillian, the girl that I'm with now, hi babe, she pulled out her Xbox, and I logged into my Xbox Live for the first time in probably like 6 or 7 years, and when I gave away my Xbox, I was truly devastated because all of the work I put into Fallout 4 specifically, I was like, oh, I'm basically getting rid of this. Mm-hmm. And I forgot that it saves to the cloud. So she pulled out her Xbox and I logged in, and it's like, do you want to load your Fallout 4 save? And I was like, oh, don't fuck with me right now. Don't fuck with me right now. And I loaded it up, and all my shit was still there exactly as I left it. And genuinely, y'all going to make fun of me, and I don't care. I genuinely got like teary-eyed to see all of the shit that I worked. Yeah, and Jesus wept is what the English say, and I fucking did. I was just like, babe, I literally can't believe what I'm looking at right now. And she's like, for real? I was like,
yeah, no,
it's just fucking. You spend 300 hours.
I don't play video games, but I totally understand the feeling, and I could see how you would be able to get it. But to anyone who doesn't, like your wife, maybe, I don't know how she took it, but I could imagine seeing somebody else see that. They must be so off put. Like, what the fuck? Get it together.
This fucking nerd.
You don't understand the time into this.
Mm-hmm. Right. And it's funny because like the same thing happens to me. I don't emotionally, I don't like cry a lot. Like I don't get sad and cry, but things that are important to people will make me cry. So like that really was important to me, all the effort I put into it. And then to see it again after so many years, like really did fuck me up. But also, if I go to like, if I'm watching, here we go. I'm hoping y'all as Tennesseans will back me up on this one. If I'm watching wrestling and a kid who's worked his whole life to make his debut, like makes his debut and he comes out and the crowd's hot for him, like that will fuck me up. Because like that dude's worked his whole life for that moment and he's finally getting to live it. And I love that. I'm also a sucker for like tradition. So when I go to baseball games and they start singing the national anthem, I'm not even like patriot, like that guy, but like just being in that environment always gets me every time.
Fucking, I cry watching Bluey. So
Bluey. Hey, I heard Bluey is pretty damn like it's got some pretty strong themes in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Fuck
Like
is
it's
Bluey?
not a kids show. I mean, it is a kids show, but
It's a show for kids, but it's not a kids show.
yeah,
The parents, dude, my friends watch it. Their
Yeah,
kids
it's good.
watch it, and they'll be like, oh, "Dude, I find myself watching it, paying attention. It like talks about life shit."
yeah.
And he's like, well,
It's really good.
He fucking killed himself because they're all
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
Yeah. They really do. They delve into pretty deep topics.
Really?
Absolutely. My
They make
older
it palatable
sister
for
and
kids.
her son. It's
Little Timmy over there, he just did too much fentanyl.
Yeah. Back in our day, it was just like a cat on one end, a dog on the other end, and you had to wonder how they shit.
yeah, you're
Oh,
wondering
he
where
was
they
making
shit.
Xanax.
Exactly.
Now he's dead.
Still with the Bluey.
Now he's Bluey because he's dead and hasn't breathed in 5 minutes.
Bluey's a great show.
I don't even know what it is, man. My kid's 4 years old. I mean, I used to like some SpongeBob for real, and like
yeah.
iCarly, like iCarly was cool, but I'm not into feet, but I still liked iCarly. And then I don't know, there were some pretty cool shows when he was a kid for sure.
Yeah, for a while, my nephew was real into Blippi. If you know what Blippi is,
Yeah, it's a lot.
That is hard to watch because I'd watch Bluey any day over fucking any other kid show.
I don't know if any of y'all know who Miss Rachel is.
Yes, also Miss Rachel.
Yes, it's the lady that sent me the pussy pic.
Yeah, you know Miss Rachel. Got her own show on Netflix. Nice rack.
Oh, that shit kills me every time. My son loves it, but I cannot. It's ultimate cringe. Worse than the show.
Yeah, I've been seeing some shit on Instagram lately on like some of like the cringe club pages.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, man, you really wonder about folks sometimes. I'm just
yeah, for sure. It's cool. I do love that about the new age of internet and where it's at and people posting content like that, because I mean, just think about in school, like seeing those kind of kids. Like I don't get to see a lot of weird people outside of that just because I'm around the same people. But like in school, you know, that was your first interaction with an asshole kid or like the weird kid. So like seeing a lot of the cringy page, it makes me think of kids from school.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that kid. I remember that autistic kid.
Right. Pissing with his pants around his ankles.
Chris, at the urinal.
Yeah.
How's your ass out, Tim?
I want to do that at 30, dude.
God.
At the trough at a baseball game.
Yeah, that's the worst, dude. Is like every once in a while you'll see a really old dude who still pulls his pants down past his ass to pee. I'm like, do you not know how pants work, my dog?
He's like,
what are you doing?
It splashes on my pants.
God, dude, pulling your pants all the way down just because you like the way the pee feels splashing against your ankles and balls is a weird move.
It's a nice draft coming from the door.
This portion of this episode is sponsored directly by Courtesy Violation Podcast.
You got it in our zone right here. We're talking about dicks and piss. This is where we're comfortable.
Yeah, this is where
I don't really want to talk about disc golf anymore.
It's funny because we've barely talked about it.
I do have a disc golf. I do have a disc golf dilemma. If y'all want to, talk about it.
Hit us with it.
Okay,
that'd be a good way to close.
I'm sure Shanked knows, and Trevor for sure knows. I'm not sure about Spicy. I am a lover of Halo Leo 3s. Like absolute. It's my disc. Like I'm comfortable with them. If I see a gap, I think I can hit it. You know what I mean? I'm confident in it. I fucked up and bought a Crave.
You didn't fuck up and buy a Crave.
This is
the good
dilemma,
choice.
right?
Buy a Crave.
And now I have two Craves, and they might be making the bag and kicking the Leos. And I've preached Leo 3s for so long. Now they got to be Halo Leo 3s. That's the sweet spot.
Very
not
specific.
Yeah, they're a perfect amount of flippy.
Yeah, like maybe the 2022 own Scoggins Halo Leo 3s. So they're really the sweet spot. But yeah, those Craves, man. I got a Hokum and a Fission.
Yeah.
Both around 170, and man, oh man, they are something
point
else.
and click. They're point and click.
They really are. It's
a fairway that flies like a mid range. You can't like. I've had 3 or 4 craves rotating in and out of my bag. I don't think they'll ever leave because they're just too good.
Yeah, that's the first one I got was the Pop-Tart one. And
the
first shot I threw with it was hole 6 at the Memorial, straight through that. And I couldn't believe I pured. I was like, all right. And now, anytime there's a gap that's like more than 60 or 70 feet down the fairway, I'm like, well, there's only one disc I know I'm going to get through it with. Wow. So I don't sound like a dilemma to me.
Well,
genuinely,
have you ever had something in your bag that you loved, like the Leo 3, and then got something else that you like almost as much, but then you're like, but it doesn't feel like home. You know what I mean? That's really where I'm at right now. I threw, I don't know, probably 40 shots with 2 Leo 3s yesterday and the Fission Crave and the Sarah Hokum, right? They were, I took a picture of it I took multiple pictures because it was blowing my mind. I'm talking within 2 foot of each other in distance. And I mean, I was just grouping all of them, right?
Nice.
But the Craves, an extra 10 foot. You know what I mean? Just a touch, just enough that it makes
just that gyro effect.
Yeah. It just enough that makes me want to
cheat on your wife.
Yeah, cheat on my Leo 3s. Yeah.
The wife,
the Craves like
there.
Yeah. So have y'all ever kept something in your bag just because it's just what felt right, and even though you think another mold might be better?
Yeah. Yep. My Hades.
Okay.
I've had waves that fly similar. I've thrown strikes that fly, turns that fly similar. Any of that like real flippy distance driver stuff. They all kind of fly the same. They all do the same stuff, but they just don't. There's something about having a disc for so long that like you're just comfortable with it, you know?
Yep.
Like
I have a red strike. That's that exactly is. I have a Halo strike. I have a red strike, and I've recently switched more to like thrashers. Especially the ESP Flex Thrasher, love it. Adam Sharp actually gave it to me because I threw mine in the water at Vista, and Sharp was like, "Here, just have this one," because his fiance's Discraft Underground, so she gets her allotments and is very kind with them. But that Thrasher's, I have the strike, don't throw it a lot anymore. It's that Thrasher really is taking its place.
Yeah. Dang, actually did. I don't know if I'll ever be able to replace my Hades. If I lose it, I think I'll drop 20 rating points.
Do you? The only Hades I had was a prototype, and it was very understable.
Yeah.
The other runs are more stable than that, right? More overstable than that.
So I don't have a proto. I have a normal. Well, normal. Hades is one of those Discraft molds that is like Innova, all of Innova stuff. Where it's run to run and like plastic dependent. But I got lucky and I bought 2 Hades at Play It Again Sports, and they flew almost identical, and ended up losing one, which is a wild story in and of itself. I threw it hit a tree like 10 feet off the tee pad and disappeared into thin air. Like it couldn't have gone more than 20 feet away from me, and it was just I spent like hours looking for that thing.
Wow.
But yeah, Hades is one of those runs where like you can get ones that are too flippy, you can get ones that are weirdly stable.
Right.
I've heard the protos are very flippy. Mine is too. I mean,
mine was.
My prototype. When I threw it, actually, like I'd seen Paul had put out some promo video about it, and he's like, "Yeah, it'd be good for rollers." One of, but I think they fly. I think after the prototypes, the flights must be crazy different. I've watched people throw. I haven't thrown one since, but watching people throw, I'm like, well, that doesn't look as understable as the one I had. But prototype.
That video I posted today of me throwing the roller, that was with the Hades I'm talking about.
Okay.
And
my protos were super flippy, and then my first stock run that I got, I genuinely thought for a while that I was like, this has to be like a misstamped Zeus. It's so overstable. Like it's so overstable.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
That's how I feel about my wave.
so it's fine.
That's funny. I'm just sorry. Go ahead.
So I have a glow wave that is more overstable than like a destroyer. It is insane.
Is it the OTB one?
Yeah.
Yep. I have
small
the same
stamp.
one.
Yeah, small stamp.
Is that what I got?
No.
Oh.
That's what I was.
Looked at me like
I almost bought one. I'm glad I did.
The OTB. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the little alien on it.
I don't want it.
Oh yeah, no shit. I actually almost bought that one. Now that I'm thinking
beef. About it. Yeah.
I
threw it into a pretty hefty headwind last weekend, and it didn't flip, and it's a wave. So
interesting. We were just talking about. I'm getting into the waves. Just recently, I ordered a fission.
Fission's best.
The fission will probably treat you really good.
It's light too. It's like a 174.
Ooh, should treat you real good.
164.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 164 rather.
I know what you meant.
But I like it a lot. But I've been throwing those. I have 3 of them, and I've been liking them. But I think it is pretty funny to think about like my distance driver has such a lame name like the Wave. You know, my distance driver
destroyer.
is a Wave. Like it should be on the side of a 1980s fucking jet ski or something. Like I don't know.
It's got that like 7.
The name of the paint job for every RV.
Yeah, no shit.
We threw Wave up on there. That's I told Andrew Marby when he was here for Maricopa, he was stretching up against his RV, and I was like, dude, you notice that every RV has the same paint job? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, it's just like circles. They're like the tribal arm tattoos of the car paint world. Like, so he was like, that's a good point. I never really thought about it. I think, and then he lost that round.
And it's called a wind spear.
Yeah. The Titan. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We decided to leave our giveaway rules up to y'all. So the winner's going to get that envy, and I'm also going to throw in this D clip. I don't know if y'all have seen these guys on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm doing something for them.
They actually did send me one.
That's way bigger than I thought it would be.
I was going to say, I didn't expect it to be this big. So what you do is...
How much does it weigh?
You clip it on your balls.
I think he said on the sheet. Hold on. Look on your balls.
This is a wild... To me, it's a wild... Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Declip attached.
I can kind of see what it's kind of like resistance training and also like a way to... 185.
Yeah, so it doubles the max weight of the disc, it says.
Damn,
and
like a training wizard.
Yeah, you just throw it on here and then you do your warm-up throws and it doesn't.
Interesting.
It doesn't.
Also...
I'm gonna bust.
Yeah. But you do your warm-ups with it. It says start at about like 20% power and work your way up to like full motion. And it works like a bat donut. So they sent us this to give away, and I'll throw that in with the envy that I showed.
That's sick.
So that'll be our giveaway. We just need you guys to tell us how they win it.
Oh shit! How do you usually do it on your show?
It's dead.
We make the guests do it every time.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. So go like and subscribe to their pages. That'll be step 1. Of
course.
Thank you.
And then
like and subscribe our stuff, and then
should
it be
put it in a bag and bring it out to me?
I'm waiting for the day when the guest does something mean, like unsubscribe from their channel.
Yeah. Quit listening to their stuff and only listen to ours.
Show us your hate mail that you sent them, and
we'll give you spicy Snapchat.
Please do.
Yeah,
Miss Rachel. It has to be something to do with Miss Rachel.
Okay.
Sure. We can't ask people for full frontals, right?
No. Well, not on YouTube. You can send DMs, I suppose.
So make it a YouTube thing.
Yeah,
make it
or audio.
You can do it on YouTube since. but they have to do it on their channel. Like they would need to go comment. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, because we can search your comments. You guys trying to get subscribers, so send them to your YouTube. Subscribe, and then
Sure.
what's your most recent video?
Well, we got one coming out.
When does this drop?
Tomorrow. Yeah,
Tomorrow. About Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. You're right.
Ours will be out Friday night probably. So
okay,
we'll do that one. Well, yeah. This
tell us the title of Courtesy Violation's latest episode.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we'll
on tomorrow night's YouTube video.
Yep.
Nice.
That works.
I like it.
There we go. That way
Like
they
and
have to go
subscribe.
look at your channel to find out the title.
Well, you guys told us to think of a way to give it away, and you guys just came up with it. So thank you.
Because we were going in.
Because we're over here stumbling.
Yeah.
Bonus entries for getting in Spicy's deal.
Did we go before you? Is that a courtesy violation?
Foot fault.
Can we just talk about how
that's what Brian meant.
So I don't know. I was going to ask you about that. I was wondering what he meant by that.
I think because I said that we were having Courtesy Violation on, and then he said foot fault, and I was like, "What do you like? How is that related?" It's because it's a rules violation.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
foot fault. Well, not courtesy violation.
Not a courtesy violation. I think he was probably looked at his phone in passing and was like, "Huh, this is kind of funny," and then forgot about it.
Classic Brian.
But all right, guys, anything you want to plug?
This what is it, C Violation Pod everywhere, and
seriously go listen. It's a really good show.
And our YouTube, we don't want subs, we want DOMs. So we're not saying come sub us. We're gonna say come dom us. And
Kendama?
Eagle?
Fucking Brody?
Hey, but you got credit, okay?
Yeah, but yeah, this the sub dollar shit. Well, we try to have a good time, and we appreciate y'all having us on for sure.
Yeah, you guys are great.
A blast.
You guys, I'll be honest with you. I just within the past couple weeks started listening to y'all's show. I don't take in a lot of disc golf podcasts. I really only listen to the Upshot, and I stopped listening. I listened to Tour Life like 3 or 4 times, and I haven't even listened to it. So it's either Upshot for news or nothing as far as disc golf content goes. But I just started listening to y'all stuff a couple weeks ago, and you guys
appreciate that.
I love it.
Yeah, it's super chill and real bad. So
no, I like that. I like that you're super chill, and it's literally AMs talking to AMs. It's sick.
It's like, bro, I tried to hyzer flip, but I'm a bitch. If there was one sentence to encapsulate our whole podcast, then.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, gentlemen. As tradition for every guest, we'll have you end us with the scream.
Send us out.